This is the Impulsive Thinker Podcast, a show for high-achieving ADHD entrepreneurs. Together, we will inform and educate you about how to improve your self-awareness while developing systems, routines, and habits for conquering the entrepreneurial world. Here is your host, Andre Brisson.
Hey there. Today I want to talk to you and think about resilience. This word has been popping up right, left, and center with me for the last few months, and it really got me thinking. And it's because we were talking with a group of people, and one of the people was saying, I got to learn more resilience. I've got to, get a thicker skin, and I got to figure that out. And John Workington, who's been on this podcast a couple times, turned around and looked at this person and said, resilience is earned. It's not given, innate, or read from a book. It is earned. And that really sat well with a lot of people and myself, and I've been thinking about it, and I shared that point with a bunch of other people, and they all agreed it is earned. And looking on the internet and all that, they're saying, you got to build resilience for your kids. You got to do this. You got to teach it. And in a way, they're right, but at the same time, they're wrong, because I want to delve more into this in the resilience part, because a lot of people are saying, oh, you're lucky. You have resilience. You get it, and you figured it out. And yes and no. But as entrepreneurs, especially ADHD entrepreneurs, we have a lot of resilience, but it has a lot to do with our past. We're able to get up and keep going. That has to do with our past. We've overcome a lot of things. So before I get too far into this, I want to give you a couple. Went to Google. The definition of resilience, according to Google, is one, the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties, i.e. toughness. The second part of the definition is the ability of a substance to spring back into shape, elasticity. So those are the definition of resilience as per the dictionary, okay? Capacity to withstand or recover quickly from difficulties. To withstand and to recover quickly from difficulties is key there. Toughness. And then the last part of the definition I like is the ability of the substance to spring back into shape, to elasticity. Like I tell people, it says, every time I get kicked down and thrown in the mud, I get back up and I keep going. I don't stay down. So I'm pretty elastic in that case. And every time I get up, I figure out what I have to do to prevent that from that ever happening again. So that's how I built my resilience. And as per the ADHD listener here, we've hit a lot of these obstacles and difficulties in our life. And we're here today is because we figured out how to get over them. Okay. And we're able to spring back. Now, in all honesty, I won't say for me to spring back into the original shape, no. In my undiagnosed days, no, I was not springing back to original shape, but I was springing back into a different shape, and that really had a heavy mental health toll, and my interactions and relationships suffered because I did not know at the time what was going on with my brain, did not know at the time how to cope and how to deal with my emotions, so therefore my shape was not the original shape, but I was springing back. I was elastic, but now I think I'm a lot more elastic than I was prior. Now, the American Psychological Association has a definition of resilience, okay? And I like this one. Resilience is the process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. A lot of great words here. External and internal demands. Other people, life, ourselves. Okay? I built a lot of resilience because of me shitting on myself all those years, propping myself up differently so I can overcome my own negative talk. Negative talk from people around me, the wrong environment, the wrong job, the wrong location, the wrong circle of friends. Okay? Difficult or challenging life experiences builds resilience. Okay, so that's why it really sat well with me when John Workington said that resilience is earned. Okay, we need difficult, challenging life experiences. We need to withstand or recover quickly from difficulties. So I agree you can learn resilience. okay? But you have to go through shit and come out on the other side, either because of yourself, only by yourself, which for me, a lot of times is only me. I can rely on me, and I had to really rely on myself to overcome these obstacles and difficulties at my cost. Therefore, I wasn't popping back to my original shape all the time, but I was still popping back out. Others can help you. Support system can also help you build resilience because you're leaning on different people, different environments to help you overcome that difficulty. That is starting to become a reality for me now, where I have a support structure of people around me to help me build greater resilience and for me to bounce back and spring back into my shape every time, or as much as I can. So I agree resilience can be taught, but only in the sense that you have to be actively going through a challenge as it is occurring and learn from it, not theoretically going through scenarios to build resilience. That, to me, that's planning. So for you to teach your team, yourself, your spouse, your friends, even your kids, they have to be going through something difficult for you to guide them through. Then they will learn from it. That's also relying on other people and a support system to overcome that difficulty. And once they get onto the other side of the difficulty, feeling good about themselves with your help, they learn a little more resilience, because the next time that occurs, they've already gone through it. And the key thing about that is having that support system around them. And when they get to the other side and they meet that same that same difficulty later, they're more confident to overcome it and still be themselves, not have to modify themselves with anxiety, depression, alcohol. That's why it's very important to have support people around you that will support you. So when you come out to the other side, you've built the resilience, but you can still be the same person you were before, and you bounce back to your original shape. And that's the key. That was the big key difference for me over my first 20 some years, well, actually 40 years of my life. I kept coming out to the other side, but I wasn't the same shape. Mental health my brain helped me with different coping mechanisms and all that stuff. So I still overcame, but I wasn't the same person. Having the right people around me now, I'm still coming over this resilience, this adversity and difficulties, but I'm still me. I get toned down, I get kicked down, I feel upset. But when I come back and say, hey, I'm still the same dude. I'm watching my mental health so that is not affecting me moving forward. Okay. And the one thing I really wanted to point out with this conversation, as high achieving, high functioning ADHD entrepreneurs, we are here today, and the resilience that we built was all because of our past. Okay. So in a way, I think a lot of ADHD entrepreneurs have a lot higher resilience rate, higher resilience level than a lot of people. Just think about all the stuff that you went through, overcoming negative comments, overcoming people that says you can't do stuff, not being the same, not doing things the same way. Okay. So we have a lot of resilience, but that was earned. That was all at our expense. So now the goal is what do we do now when we foresee when we run into the next difficulty? Who is there around us to support us? What programs, what systems, what environment do we have around us so that when we overcome that obstacle, that we're the same person, that we've fully sprung back into our original shape, not at our cost. And it can be done. I'm in the process of it. I'd like to say I'm at the tail end of it, but let's be honest, I'm probably halfway through. I think it's not going to be perfection, but the more people I'm putting around, the more I'm identifying the right people to be around and to support me and to reach out, I'm getting through those difficulties quicker, building my resilience quicker. But man, on the other side, I still have my mental health. I still have my support structure. I am my original shape, and I can go back quicker and longer. And it's no longer at my expense. So thanks again for listening. Let me know what you think about this concept of resilience. I'd like to hear from you. Send me an email at andre@tacticalbts.com. Be happy to hear what you say. Take care. The ADHD Transformation Program has launched, and it's working. clients are saying it's changed their lives, and I am their ADHD hack. So go to tacticalbts.com/ATJP for more information. I want you to join and learn your own ADHD vocabulary and to learn that you're not stupid and we can make you work effectively.
Thank you for listening to the Impulsive Thinker podcast. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for the show, please visit theimpulsivethinker.com. The Impulsive Thinker podcast is produced by Tactical Breakthroughs and hosted by Andre Brisson. Remember, ADHD is only a part of you, not all of you.